Okay, hello. It's me again. So I'm going to say that I've had half of one of these, which I think is about 8 sins. So half of one of these is about 4 sins. So I'm going to say 4 sins for that. I might end up going over sins today because this was an unintended input into my sin allowance today, but I'm still going to eat all the other stuff that I would normally be eating today. I might not be though. So this is 4.5 sins I'm going to have with this is going to have peanut butter on it, and then I've got a sort of a little, probably a tangerine, that one is, that I'll have with that. I'll have a little sandwich. I've got decaffeinated coffee with almond milk, but I've also got vegan cheese today at 30 grams on my pasta, which is going to be 4 sins. I did try putting it as a healthy extra A, but I don't need to. I can use my sins for it. I'm okay with that. 4 sins for a 4 sins for 30 grams is, I'm very willing to spend my sins on that. It's not a problem. It's only 4 sins, and I use them. I'm just going to get a knife. 4 sins is I'm very happy to do that. And Slimming World, it is on the Slimming World app, the block cheese, and it doesn't give it a healthy extra A allowance, so I think I'm quite comfortable just using it as sins. I mean, I'm the same. I feel it's in the same bracket as well, I don't know if it's that healthy really, because it's, you know, it's not got a tremendous amount of other things in there, but it's not. I'm okay with it. I think I'm okay using it, and I'm okay sinning it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I've got that's 15 grams there of peanut butter. So that would be 4 sins for my pasta. So basically I've got 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12, plus another half for the peanut butter bit. So that's 12.5 sins I will have today if I eat all the things. And I'm unlikely to have any other sins, to be honest. I don't need to. I've got another healthy extra B should I want to have some nuts later. So I think I'll probably be okay with that sort of accidental add-on of that chocolate, and it won't have an impact on me because it's got no sugar in it. I'm going to give the other half away, obviously, to my dad, so it won't be in there for me to eat. But I don't think it's not having a good impact on my mind because I kind of want to eat it, but it won't have a kind of detrimental sugar impact, so I won't have a crash later, sort of thing. So I'm okay with that. Right, I'm going to go and get all my bits and pieces ready for the day. Looks like a really nice day, and the weather's starting to turn, so it's starting to be a little bit more spring days, if you know what I mean. It's ever so slightly not quite as wintry and horrible, so that makes a lot of difference, doesn't it, when the weather starts to turn and it's not so cold, and the days are ever so slightly starting to draw out. I know we've still got quite a fair bit of bad weather ahead of us in terms of the February, March, April bit, but it's ever so slightly starting to turn, so it does make it all a lot easier. I'm just peeling the extra kind of white stuff off my tangerine before I put it in my sandwich. But I think I'm okay. So I just got to watch out from yesterday to make sure I'm not going over the sins, etc., and not struggling with kind of being back on plan. But I think so far I'm okay. Just being aware of it sometimes is just good enough, isn't it? Right, I better go and get my stuff together, and so I will see you later. I'll let you know what I have for lunch, which will be the pasta. See you in a bit. Bye. Just got pasta and veg. There's 4 sins of cheese. 4 sins of vegan cheese, 30 grams. So I'm just back now with the kiddies. Just brought them home. I'm just prepping them for baths. I'm trying to get them to bed a lot quicker than I did the other day. I've just made a peanut butter and jam sandwich for my son. I did take a few bites of that, so I think that's going to be something like, won't be a second, Benjamin. It's going to be something like 4 sins, I'd say.
I was in my room and I said
Yeah.
And she didn't listen to me. But
Okay, baby, we're just going to have a bath now. I know, we're going to have a bath though, don't panic, don't worry.
And said,
Where's the cucumber gone?
you don't want to do some dance?
I wouldn't worry.
And then I just said, no time.
Yeah, don't worry about that. We're just going to do a quick bath and make... So I'm going to make Gaia a quick mayonnaise and cucumber sandwich. She hates sandwiches, but I've got to give her some sandwiches, so she'll eat mayonnaise and cucumber sandwiches because she needs something. They've already had their tea over at my mum and dad's, but of course they come back and they're hungry, aren't they? So just feeding them something quickly before bed. So basically, I think it's 4 for the chocolate this morning, 4 for the what else did I have?
What is that?
I'm putting mayonnaise and cucumber together. 4 for the chocolate this morning, 4 for the 4 for the peanut butter, 4 for the pasta, and 4 for the peanut butter and jam sandwiches, which will be about 16 sins. And then I've also had half a healthy extra of almonds, which is 8 almonds. And so I had 1 healthy extra B this morning, so I've got one half of a healthy extra B left and no sins, but I've got food there waiting for me, which is chili and some leftover pasta, but I don't have time to eat that right now, and I've got no fruit in my fruit bowl. I've got one little apple, little measly apples. I've got a bit mouldy at the bottom. So I'm but I basically will wait for my partner to get back because I'm sure he'll want to eat some of that, like leftover pasta and leftover chili, and I don't know which one he wants to eat, so I'm a bit like I don't know which one to eat. So I'm just going to focus on getting those babies up to bed. I'm a little bit stressed out, obviously, with it all being stressed out and such, but I know I'll just have to get through this bit as best I can, then I'll come downstairs and chill out about it all in a bit. Right, sandwich made for the lady, and let's do it. Go and turn the bath off. See you in a bit. Okay, so I've got chilli and rice, and I've got decaffeinated coffee with almond milk. I've got some sweet potatoes in the microwave that I shall add to this, and I'm considering just having a couple of slices of cucumber in it as well. Okay, so I've got some just peeled microwaved sweet potato, and I've just got some there we go, move that up, some kind of big chunks of cucumber in there. I've got a big old bowl. I'm not quite sure I'm going to eat it, but here it goes. See you in a bit.